How to stop procrastinating as a real estate agent. Guys, I'll share with you my struggle with procrastination. Even at my level in my business, I still procrastinate and I hate it. And I want to share with you some tips on how you can avoid procrastinating. And if you struggle with procrastination right now, and this is stopping you from achieving your goals and achieving your full potential as a real estate agent, then this video will most likely help you. First off, we need to understand why exactly we procrastinate. The first thing is that you need to be doing something that you're not doing right now to help you move towards your goal, right? And that specific thing is probably hard, and that's why you put it off. That's why you have it in your calendar or in your mind, and every time you have to do it, you're like, never mind, I'll start by checking my emails, I'll start by going on Facebook and Instagram, whatever, and you just put it off, right? And you never do it because that thing is hard. That thing probably gets you out of your comfort zone as well. And everything that gets you out of your comfort zone generates some sort of pain as well, whether that be mental pain, emotional pain, or even physical pain. And for me, the thing I procrastinate the most about is specific things I need to do. For example, create a specific thing in my program for our clients that will help them get more listings. And logically, I know what I need to do, but I still don't do it, or I put it off, or I take my time doing it because it's actually like really hard because I have to figure things out on my own. And we're building complete systems for our clients, like from A to Z, on how to acquire more listings. And most of these systems, I'm not copying them from anyone else. I'm just building them from raw data for years and years of doing that for our clients. I'm just trying to see how I can optimize them and how I can improve them. So I'm not like copy and pasting stuff, right? I really am searching in my head, like banging my head against the wall and trying to figure things out by myself or with the help of my team members, right? So it's really hard, and it's a hard thing to do because I have to be focused for hours and hours straight with no distractions, no calls, no texting, whatever, and just figure out solutions on how to improve our program. And for you, the thing you're probably putting off is some things like prospecting, if you need to do cold calling or door knocking, or if you need to create some ads for lead generation on Facebook or on YouTube, and you're not necessarily comfortable creating ads or recording videos, for example, you're probably putting it off. And yeah, you probably feel that pain in your chest or in your stomach every time you think about it. And for me, I know it's the case, right? When I need to do something that is hard, a big task that I know is important for my business, I start to feel it in my chest, also a bit in my stomach, and I become all tense and clenched up. So the first tip I have to give you to stop procrastinating as a real estate agent is to check what your default escape is. And what I mean by the default escape is when you are supposed to do that big task that you need to do, but you're not doing it because it's painful and it's going to be hard. Most of the time, you always default to 1, 2, or 3 things. Meaning for me, it was I checked Messenger, right? So every time I needed to do that thing, I decided instead unconsciously to go check my messages on Messenger. I was checking Slack. That's the app we use to communicate internally with my team. Or I used to check emails, for example, or I used to just look at my calendar in my Google Calendar. Even though I knew exactly what was on my agenda, it was the hard thing to do. I used to just check my agenda just for the sake of avoiding what I needed to do. So you need to be aware of this. Once you are aware of what your default escape is, you need to build systems to block these off or eliminate them. So for example, if your default escape is checking Instagram, delete Instagram off your phone. If your default is to go on your phone to do whatever, and if you don't necessarily have a pattern on your phone, like checking Instagram or emails on your phone, for example, then just get rid of your phone. Put your phone on airplane mode and put it in the drawer, or go put it in your car. If this is what it truly takes for you to be concentrated and focused and not have any escape available nearby, just put your phone in airplane mode in your car so that you don't have access to it when you feel like procrastinating. Now, the third tip I have to give you for you to stop procrastinating as a real estate agent is to be in the present moment. Now, when you are in the present moment, you are more aware of what you are doing and how you are feeling, and you're able to control your emotions and act despite of emotions of discomfort that you're probably feeling when you feel like procrastinating. You'll be able to, push through them and still act despite of them, even if you have them, when you are more aware and when you are present in the moment. Now, I'll give you a few tips on how to become more present. First thing is this right here. So these are like incense sticks, and when I procrastinate, I usually light up an incense stick like this. And what that does is it helps me focus on my breath because it smells something, right? So it smells kind of good and it's relaxing at the same time. And when you focus on your senses, like the smell, the taste, the touch, you start to become more present. And this is stuff I learned watching YouTube videos on PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, on YouTube when I gone through like a traumatic event in my life a few years ago when I started my business. So yeah, basically you can do anything that helps you be more in line with your senses. So you can also touch some things. So I know people like, what's the word, like kinesthetic or something? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but you know, the people that are, you know, more connected to like feeling, touching things, you could have, for example, like a stress ball to help you out with this and be more present as well. Or it could be something like you could eat a mint or a gum for you to have like that taste. Another thing is you could, you know, listen to specific music. I don't necessarily recommend listening to music, but I recommend listening to binaural beats. So you can look that up on YouTube, binaural beats. This is what it's called. And it's like a specific type of music that helps you get in the zone, get in the flow and be focused for a long period of time. And you can listen to that, you know, through earbuds or headphones, ideally. Now, I thought I would give you 3 tips to stop procrastinating as a real estate agent, but I'll actually give you a 4th and bonus one, because this one really helped me with my struggle with procrastination myself, and it's to surrender to the work. Now, it's a principle that I started using. I didn't get it from any books or any courses or anything like that. I just, you know, figured it out by myself basically when I was procrastinating a lot. It's a mental concept basically that I built, and how that works is basically when you procrastinate, you resist the thing that you need to do, right? Because you're not doing it, right? So you feel like that tension in your chest and you're kind of like resisting it, and that's why you get discomfort. But what I started to realize is that when you surrender to the work, so the task that you need to do, it's the mental shift that you do. So that, for example, if I need to create a module in my program and I know it's going to be really hard and it's going to take me like 4 hours straight of working with no distractions, then I just surrender and I'm like, hey, like you win, you take over, I stop resisting, and the work, like you're winning, right? Like I don't want to compete against you, whatever, I'll just surrender, and I'll just surrender to the work and give it my all. And that way you're not like resisting anymore, and you're like just embracing the work, embracing what you need to do. And that's just like a mental shift that helped me in general, like be more productive in my workload. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a little bit different from what I usually do, but hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments. If you're new to the channel, my name is Michael. I help real estate agents just like you get more listings with marketing systems online. So if you are new to the channel, I'm inviting you right now to subscribe and also like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.